Oh!
You can see everything from here. We're going to Eibsee Lake. It is so beautiful there. We already have gotten a look of it and we cannot wait to get there. We chose this day to go because it is supposed to be sunny, and I know that it's snowing right now, but it will be sunny in a few hours.
Lots of people claim that this is Germany's most beautiful lake, so we'll just have to see for ourselves. Right now, we are just at the bus stop waiting to go to the lake. It is so wild to think that yesterday we were all the way up there in those mountains at the very top of Germany. So weird to look at them now, but we just got to the lake and I'm so excited we're gonna go see it.
We just saw the lake for the first time. It is massive and beautiful. I'm so happy that it's sunny out so we can see the mountains around us.
This water is insanely clear. Has a beautiful view of the mountains, and then actually right behind us is the tallest mountain in Germany. But we're gonna have to walk all the way around to the other side of the lake for that.
When I planned to come here, I thought it would be nice to hike around the entire lake to see every view, which is just under 5 miles. Jenny's not so sure if she wants to hike all that way because we still gotta take pictures and all that, but I think it would be great if we did that.
And conveniently for Jacob, we are on the side of the lake that has the view of these mountains, which are pretty, but I want to be on the other side of the lake so we have the view, the famous view of the tallest mountain in Germany and the lake. So Jacob lucked out and we have to walk around the lake. Hey Jacob, are you gonna do a polar plunge?
Oh my, of course. They say you can swim in this lake, but it's very cold even in July. So I don't think we're gonna get in today. The other person in this couple is making us go all the way back to the start of the trail and then go the other way because that's where the better pictures are. Well, this view is definitely worth it.
All right, 6 miles, here we go. We're deep in the forest, and then you can just get little pretty bits of the lake. I don't know if you can tell, kind of. The mountains are all back there. So as soon as we come out onto that bridge over there, I think we're gonna have insane views. In the summer, this lake is like crystal clear, bright blue, and you can see right there just a little taste of what it looks like in the summer. There is a clearing in the trees, and and this is why I wanted to do this side of the hike first before the clouds cover the mountains. And now we have the lake and the mountains, and I just love it so much. You can tell right here that the water is starting to get so bright blue. We are about to walk out onto the bridge for the very first time. Woo! It looks so amazing so far. Whew. Oh. Oh!
You can see everything from here.
This is... I don't think that it gets any prettier than this view right here.
I don't know how they're not so cold. This is the entire reason why we came to the German Alps, just so we can stare at them and admire its beauty.
We climbed down to the beach and the views are spectacular, and the water is like crystal clear, bright blue. It is just like heaven on earth here.
I'm enjoying it so much, just being here, trying to soak it all in. But we should probably get going because we still have a long way to go.
We still have like 4.5 miles left. It's just that this first viewpoint is so beautiful, I don't want to leave. This lake is so beautiful. I would love to see it in the summertime because I can just tell the water would be so blue, because it already is pretty blue, and the mountain view is just wonderful. But it would be so fun to be able to swim in this lake and see these mountains. We stopped for a while, so we got a little bit chilly, but we broke out our trusty hand warmers, and now we're just walking along. We're maybe like 0.7 miles almost done. We still have like 5 left. But something that I think is really cute about this lake is they have these cute little tiny islands all around the lake. So I bet in the summertime, if you're swimming, you could swim to one of these little islands. We pulled off at another little cove and the sun is finally out. So we're getting some amazing views of the mountains and the water. And this lake is just stunning.
Now the sun is in a perfect spot where it's just hitting the water and it looks amazing.
It is really hard for me to leave this spot. Jacob is having to drag me away, but the sun is perfect and the mountain looks perfect and the water is so beautiful. How am I supposed to leave this place? I am so glad that we came to the German Alps in the winter because it's like a winter wonderland. But this lake is just making me want it to be summertime because now we found this little dock that I'm sure you can swim out to, that there's boats docked on, which just sounds so much fun. This is without a doubt the most gorgeous hike I've ever been on in my entire life.
And now we have the perfect view of the tallest point in Germany. And we can see the little restaurant all the way at the top.
I feel like all this video is gonna be is us saying that it's only been a mile and we stopped because there was another beautiful view. But I mean, come on, how am I supposed to not stop and not take a picture of this? Now we've come up on Staring something?
Not even close.
I know. But it is like a tiny little frozen pond, which I don't know if they've thought about this, but I really feel like if you put some ice skates right here and let people go ice skate on this little frozen pond, they could make a pretty penny. If you look really close at the very top of that mountain, there is the restaurant that we were at in the last video, and that is the tallest point in all of Germany. All right, I'm getting a little winded now.
There's a turn right there, and I don't know which way to go.
We go towards the sun.
These are all the peaks of the German Alps, and they're right there.
I love these little spots of like green, blue.
If I had to guess, I'd say we're probably about 40% of the way done.
And I am starting to regret letting Jacob talk me into hiking 5 miles around this lake. At least the views are amazing, but I am getting tired and I'm wearing rubber boots, which definitely are not made to hike. I believe this is the most famous viewpoint of all the lake because they have a sign explaining all of the different peaks and the mountains, and there's like a little bench where you can sit. So I think this is like the main attraction.
I'm loving this part of the path because this is like our 3rd or 4th waterfall that we've seen. This one is the biggest. It's just really cool.
There is a strong breeze right now that is blowing all of the snow off the trees onto us.
Hey, another waterfall.
And another waterfall.
We just turned the corner and I think we're more than halfway because we can see where we started. So it might be like halfway or more than halfway.
The only thing keeping me going is the view of the mountains all around. And as you can tell, your girl's out of breath.
I think we've done at least 3 miles now. We walked 10,000 steps a long time ago because our watch is total set. And yeah, it's pretty tiring. Now we're going uphill. Jenny thought it would be a good idea to throw a snowball straight at my face while I'm holding our camera. But I'm only mad because she didn't try to film it while she was doing it.
Here's the remnants.
So I am so cold now.
I just thought I'd get a little revenge for him making me hike 5 miles in the 30-degree weather.
You agreed to this.
I just wanted to see the lake and the mountains. We have been going uphill for the last like mile. There's people out here with straight up hiking poles. And I'm struggling. We are finally going downhill. I really needed this in my life right now. Thank goodness. This part is like so steep going down, and it's super icy too. So we're just trying to brace ourselves. We finally made it out of the forest a little bit, and it just opened up to this big beach.
I didn't know if we were gonna get another great view like we had earlier in the hike, but this one looks pretty great. You get the entire lake and these other mountains that aren't as tall as the ones behind us, but these ones are great too.
I don't think we've had blue skies like this our entire trip, even in Finland. So this is a real treat to have such clear skies right now.
Yeah, it's been weeks without real sunlight, so it feels so good.
The end is in sight.
We see it.
I'm so happy.
This has felt so long. Oh.
Well, how long have we been hiking? Like 5 hours?
We weren't hiking the entire time, but we've been on this trail for, yeah, like 5 hours. Whew, we made it. Oh, that was a lot of effort, and we should probably be in better shape so that we can do things like that more often, and we can be much better at it.
And if you are ever in the German Alps, I would highly, highly recommend doing this hike. I would maybe invest in some hiking boots first though, because these snow boots are not cutting it for me.
All right, let's see how many miles that was. Well, for the entire day, it's 7.89 miles. That's crazy. But we probably walked like a mile before we even started. So, I mean, that was over 6.5 miles. That's crazy.